Direction. The fourth main aspect of lighting is the direction it's coming from.
Key light, the sun, the spotlight, the main light source falling on your subject. Placement, just to the left or right of your immediate camera position. Key light.
According to the classic three-point system, your key is the first light to be set. It's positioned to one side of the camera and focused down at a 45-degree angle. This shortens the shadows that fall behind. The key light is the foundation for the rest of your lighting efforts. It illuminates the brightest area of your picture, and naturally, the eye of your viewer will head for it instinctively. Now the fill light.
Fill light, softer, more diffused light, filling in the shadows created by the key light, leaving just enough shadow for a feeling of depth. Placement. The fill light is placed on the same plane as the camera lens, on the opposite side from your key light. Fill light.
Setting your fill light is easy. Its main job is to bring out detail in the shadows made by the key light. Let's see it again. Off, there is a heavy shadow. On, the shadow is softened. Too bright, and there's no shadow at all. That looks flat, uninteresting. Bring it down, and a pleasing mixture. Ideally, your fill light casts no shadows itself, only reduces the contrast of light and dark from the key.
Wait a minute, that's an important point, and it's worth repeating.
Ideally, your fill light casts no shadows itself, only reduces the contrast of light and dark from the key.
Often, adding an additional fill light means you get an extra set of shadows. To get around this, you must diffuse the fill light a lot using a diffuser like this. Done properly, you won't get extra shadows from the fill light.
The final Hollywood touch in your lighting setup comes from the backlight.
Backlight, a spotlight from behind, pulls your subject out into the third dimension, defines it. Placement, directly opposite your camera position, behind your subject. Elevation, 45 degrees. Backlight.
The backlight is the third light to be set. It's also aimed down at 45 degrees. It complements the key light and fill light and brings me out from the background. See the rim effect around my shoulders and hair? Looks more lifelike. And that's the trick with lighting. You're working for an optical illusion, for the camera's eye. The backlight is usually about as strong as the fill light and not quite as strong as the key light. But so much for theory. Cut 'em.
Bounce light. Keep it simple. Often, a simple sun gun or movie light bounced off the ceiling is all you need. Bouncing the light into an umbrella and back at your subject gives soft, diffused, pleasing lighting.